Alright folks, today we're going to do a quick rundown of what a prot warrior build can look like for PvP. Starting off with the talents, first row, level 15, you want to go with Devastator. It just gives you more DPS, makes it easier to manage your cooldowns. Everything is in great shape overall. Level 25, you want to just go with Stormbolt. That's my preferred go-to. I really enjoy my warriors. Doesn't matter if it's prot, warrior, arms, any of the fury builds. You want to go with Stormbolt. It just gives you that stun that allows you to line up your kicks, hopefully with your partners, and be able to knock down your target pretty quick. Double time, Rumbling Earth aren't really competitive here. For level 30, it is a lock that you want to go with Booming Voice. It's superior to the other two choices here. Really getting quick 40 rage and increasing the damage on your target by 20% is fantastic, especially warriors, if you're playing this in arena, aren't going to do a ton of damage for the first place. Tier 4 or level 35, you actually want to go with Crackling Thunder as pretty much your standard choice. It makes it easier to land your thunderclaps, and between that and a few other plays, like you really want to be taking advantage of the AoE damage that prot warrior brings, and it also makes Thunderstruck a little bit frustrating for your enemies as well. Tier 5 or level 40, it's actually Indomitable. This is the best talent on this row. Doesn't matter if it's PvP, PvE, any kind of build that you'll see out there. This is the go-to talent. Gives the extra health, making you a real tough killing target if the opposite group wants to queue on you. But also gives you some extra self-healing, which is something that prot warriors lean on in the first place. Tier 5 or the 45 row, Unstoppable Force is your best choice. It makes your avatar more powerful, allows you to deal more cleave pressure. Again, you can kind of see there's a burstiness here that's tied with the prot warrior in PvP. And then finally, tier 7, you want to go with Anger Management, and it's a staple again. It affects all of your important cooldowns, so it helps you out defensively, helps you out offensively, adds more cooldown reduction to Demoralizing Shout, affects Avatar, which means you can have more burst, as well as Last Stand and Shield Wall. So it really increases your self-survivability and makes you a major game changer throughout the match. As far as Covenants go, you want to go with Kyrian if you're going to be serious about PvP with Prot Warrior. That Spear of Bastion ability just provides so much extra damage. It's really fun. Kind of combine that with a couple other abilities that your warrior brings, and it's going to be absolutely a ton of fun. As far as PvP talents go, Morale Killer is one of the go-to. So it provides two fantastic abilities. It gives your Demoralizing Shout a cooldown reduction of 15 seconds. So that's a 30-second cooldown on Demoralizing Shout, which is incredible. Morale Killer also reduces the damage from all of the enemies you target. So from everyone else in your group. So real easy, straightforward play there. Next one that I like is Shield Bash. It's incredibly powerful. It gives you extra damage, hinders your enemy's damage. Ton of fun. Bodyguard is a physical damage dealer's nightmare. So keep that in mind. It's it's a damage mitigation talent, but it's got a real increased effect of about a 40% damage reduction. However, the challenge, it only affects physical damage. So you'll see the majority of prot warriors out there continuing to double up on this because it just doubles up your tankiness. Some of the other good plays that are out there, I've been having a ton of fun with Sword and Board. It gives you a decent increase on your own damage in a passive manner. It's really nice. It doesn't change any of your rotation, makes it foolproof to use. When you're really missing other groups, or if you're up against a team that doesn't have a ton of kill opportunities, it's going to kind of be like Oppressor. Oppressor definitely gains a better effect when all three partners of your team are committing damage to the same target. So you really want to be setting up your kills specifically in the right way here. Finally, Dragon Charge is great. It gives you more mobility. So if I'm doing any open worlding and I've got War Mode on, I usually take Dragon Charge just to cross distances and clear trash a lot faster. Also allows you to kind of get away from groups if they're kind of queued on you, or provide an interrupt as well if you've got somebody lined up from a straight line perspective. Overwatch is a great one. It's a pretty solid benefit from effectively any kind of casters or any magic damage, because what you can do is you can actually just set yourself up with your spell reflection to not just help you but help one of your teammates as well. So keep that in mind. And then finally, the last one I'd recommend is just Thunderstruck, and it allows you to hinder melee into oblivion with possibly another oversight. Thunderstruck means that every thunderclap roots your target for 1 second. It gets really annoying to start playing against a prot warrior who's just rooting you like within every 5 seconds. It's not incredibly strong, but that kind of continuous root and not sharing any diminishing returns starts to make it a pretty major hindrance, assuming you're playing against a comp that hopefully you're able to actually all tie in together. But if you can root everyone that's in range of Thunderclap for a second, and just every use that you have, and it not impact other roots such as Frost Nova or entangling roots, this can be a lot of fun, especially against any melee comps that are out there. So keep that in mind. They're a ton of fun here. As far as gear goes, like you want to really prioritize verse. Like that's such a differentiator here in PvP in Shadowlands. So getting up to like that 30% verse not only helps your heals, it helps your damage. Like it's fantastic. So really prioritize verse, then haste, crit, and then finally mast. Like that's kind of how you want to split your stats out. From a legendary power perspective, just go with the wall. It's again by far Shield Slam, giving you additional 5 rage and reducing the remaining cooldown on shield wall by 5 seconds is a ton. It's a ton. It makes a huge differentiator for your biggest cooldown. You see some people play with Misshapen Mirror, basically increasing your spell reflection by 60%, applying it to your nearest ally. That's pretty solid as well. Like you can really start to get a bit more competitive here against some of the magic specs that are out there. And that's kind of it. Like overall, like your rotations stay pretty much the same. Demoralizing Shout ends up being your go-to still, then followed by Shield Slam, Thunderclap, Execute if you have it, or Condemn if you're a Venthyr. Revenge and Devastate. That's kind of where you want to go with. And if you want to burst, like you're actually just going to throw Avatar out on the front of that rotation. So the big things, don't waste your mobility because we are a slow class, and make sure you're keeping that Demoralizing Shout up every opportunity you have, and certainly take advantage with Morale Killer to get that cooldown down to 30 seconds, and you'll start to see some solid defense there. Alright folks, that's it. That's the Prot Warrior PvP guide. Thanks for taking some time today to check it out. Prot's a ton of fun. It actually is, surprisingly. It's not just fun in the PvE world, but load up on your Prot Warrior, bring it into some Battlegrounds, and you'll see really quick that there's a ton of fun gameplay to be had. Thanks for watching. Peace.